Hey there, it's Brain Freeze Laser here, bringing you another video. And in this video, we are going to cover some Yu-Gi-Oh! Censored art. In an interview with Galactic God, I talked to him about Konami censoring art and if he felt it was necessary. And in this video, I'm going to show you a few examples of the censored art. The cards shown in this video will be of religious connotation. So, if your parents are against that, or if you feel like you don't want to see something like that, you might want to tune out now. But to everybody else, just stick around and you'll get to see some interesting art changes that Konami changed due to religious connotations, and maybe learn some interesting facts about some of your favorite cards. And here we go. The first card we're going to be looking at is Dark Ruler Hades, or as he's originally known in Japan, Dark Ruler Hades, or as he may be known throughout the rest of the world, the Devil. Now, the reason his name was changed was he was obviously a religious connotation for the devil, or Hades, the ruler of the underworld. Another thing that was changed from him was his horns and his red wine, or most likely blood. These things might not have gone down really well with parents, so Konami had the foresight in changing his big red horns into big blue bubbles, and changing his red wine, or blood, into green wine. What I really don't understand is why in Reanimation Wave, why Dark Ruler Hades' horns are removed, but Summon Skulls aren't. This seems kind of counterproductive. Another interesting fact is that Immortal Ruler, another monster that cannot be special summoned, has a very similar appearance to Dark Ruler, and it is said that he may be the next step in Dark Ruler's evolution. An interesting fact about religious connotations and censoring is that Guardian Bao, who is clearly a fiend or a demon in Japan, still has horns, has evil wings, and looks very much like a demon or a corrupt being of some sort. So I don't understand why they didn't change that at all. Another thing that they didn't change, actually is a TCG exclusive, is D-Boys, which is a fiend-type monster. The D in their name isn't really specified to mean anything in particular, but it could be Demon Boys, or Devil Boys, or something along those lines. They also look like they're gangsters, so I'm not exactly sure why Konami would release a card like that when they're trying to censor other artwork. A card I didn't even know was changed until recently was Spirit of Flame, or, as he's known in Japan, Spirit of Flame Ifrit. In Japan he has horns, as do most Ifrits. An Ifrit is a mythological being of Arabic descent, which is made of fire and has horns and lives in the underworld, which gives it a kind of demonic connotation. Probably one of the most censored cards in the series is Lesser Fiend. If you look at him in his current state, he looks more like a cat man or something like that. But if you uncensor him, he gains back his wings, horns, tail, and his legs become less shadowed, to show that he has maybe hooven legs. This is a very religious connotation, and would probably have gotten Konami in a lot of trouble had they not have censored it. So there you go. Konami makes some unusual changes sometimes to the artwork of their cards. Sometimes there'll be maybe a religious connotation, or a sexual connotation, or a violent connotation. Or sometimes it'll miss something entirely, as was the case in Reanimation Wave, or Guardian Bao. I'll be making more of these videos in the future and showing you more artwork that Konami changed, and giving you interesting facts as to maybe why they changed them, or maybe just a history of the card. There are some ridiculous changes on some of the cards and some crazy changes on cards that you might not even know were changed. All this information is actually on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki, so if you want to go ahead of my videos and just go check them out yourself, you may do that. I won't be posting the link in the description bar. I'm not sure if I can do that, but you're free to go ahead and go over to the wiki and check out the rest of the cards at your own volition. So I just wanted to show you guys some interesting stuff about some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that maybe you didn't know, or maybe you already did know, but tell you also some information that maybe you didn't know. And as always, you can subscribe to my channel to see when I put out new videos, and thanks for watching.